What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that thumbs up button. More likes equals more hooligans. Gonna read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing today. It's pre-Thanksgiving. It's good stuff. Super excited for it. We're gonna have so much fun tomorrow. But today we will be starting off this live with a video titled Lauren Boebert cameo page disappears amid house ethics concerns. Now, I'm not sure if they're worried about Lauren Boebert making some side dollars or if they're worried about something else. If you don't know what cameo is, it's where you basically pay a celebrity to say whatever you want, and they make a little video about it. We got a Chris Hansen one that Edward made. Chris Hansen giving me shit about eating Diable sauce. I'll see if I can find the video during the live. Then we got video titled Rudy Giuliani speaks after courtroom outburst in New York. Rudy Giuliani is getting railed by the courts in New York City. He's claiming he's not getting a fair trial, and I'm inclined to believe him. And then we got a video titled Virginia man living in a tent since Helene gets a new home. I'm speechless, so very blessed. This is kind of keeping up to date with those that were affected by Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton, and whatnot. Now this is just one guy getting some help, but still some good news. Then we got a video titled Bullshit. Harris campaign blames bad questions for interview snafus. I don't know what the fuck that word is. Either way, they're saying that Hyann Harris lost because her interviews weren't good enough. Not on her part, but the interviewee the interviewer didn't ask the right questions, and so that's why they lost the election. What a bunch of losers. Then we got a video titled Trump border czar pick. Don't test us. This is about Tom Homan. He went to the border today to see that mess he's got to go clean up, and he seems ready for it. Then we got a video titled Trump team floats opening up White House press room, talking about maybe letting some podcast hosts and independent journalists and whatnot in there. Could you imagine Salty Cracker sitting front row, sitting in Peter's seat right there? It'd be something. It would be something. Then we got a video titled Mexico threatens retaliatory tariffs in response to Trump. This is just humorous to me. I don't know what all we import to Mexico and all of that, but if they don't want our goods, then fuck them. That's how I feel. We're tired of getting their criminals and shit, so if they don't want anything from the U.S., then fuck them. Now, maybe that's wrong. It might be wrong. I don't know, but that's how I feel. Then we got a video titled Trump picks Stanford professor who backed COVID herd immunity to lead the NIH. It sounds like some good things are going to be happening for the NIH. Then we have the last little bit of our news titled Thanksgiving travel is cranking up. Will the weather cooperate? Just ending on a travel note there, because I know Thanksgiving's coming up and some of you hooligans will be traveling, so just a reminder to be safe. Then we got two funny videos of the day. First one's titled Don't Ask Questions You Don't Want Answers To. And then our official funny video of the day is titled Let Me Play You the Song of My People. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see how you hooligans are doing on this pre-Thanksgiving day. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Breeze by You? What's up, Zero? What's up, Amarain? What's up, Matt? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Sage Pup? What's up, Astro Hammer? What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Breeze by You, you were first today. And I appreciate you racing to the chat and everything you do, Breeze by You. You're awesome. What's up, Matthew? Happy freedom to you. What's up, MU? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Sawdog? What's up, Turbo? What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Let me see. Too Old, you are omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. What's up, AR16? Appreciate you joining us. What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom. What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Zupia? What's up, Gran? Happy freedom. What's up, Tree Herder? Appreciate you sliding through. Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble. See if you can get us on the front page. What is up, everyone over on Kick? Happy freedom. Let me see here. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? Tony Rich, appreciate you. What's up, Matt? Happy freedom to you. Appreciate all of you guys being on Twitch. What is going on with YouTube? Why is YouTube buffering? Just having a moment, I guess. Maybe they're getting that censorship already. They've been doing something weird, disconnecting my chat over on YouTube. I don't know what that's about. Matt Rogers, you're omnipresent. I appreciate you. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom. Mr. Satan, you are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sage Pup? You are omnipresent. You are awesome. What's up, Dave? Happy freedom. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Ghost, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Let me see. I think we got everyone. What's up, Acrid Fusion? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. You guys are welcome to hit that thumbs up button over on the Commie platform as well. Let me see here. Let me get this straightened out. Boom. There we go. All right, let's get into things. This first one's titled Lauren Boebert cameo page disappears amid House ethics concern. Like I said, this is some platform where celebrities make money off of you requesting that they record themselves saying some goofy speech or whatever you want them to say. A lot of times it's happy birthday messages and whatnot. They're all worried about Lauren Boebert. Now, before we get into things, I want to remind you guys that you definitely need to go get these t-shirts. This design was created by Alistair. He is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will make sure to post his link in the chat. That way you hooligans can hire him for your creative needs. This design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, and dog tags. And like I said before, I made some cooking aprons with this design, so definitely go check out the merch store. Today I have on the I am an American and I do not comply t-shirt. I will drop both links in the chat while we're watching this first video.
Well, personalized videos appear to be the new side hustle for former or even current elected officials. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz, George Santos, and Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert are just to name a few. They've all joined Cameo to sell custom videos to anyone willing to pay for them. But it's raising some questions, at least in Boebert's case, about if lines are being crossed. News Nation's Ryan Bass is here to explain all of it. Ryan, how much are they actually making from these things, and why is it a problem?
Honestly, it could be anywhere from a couple $100 to like 500 in Gaetz's case here. And, look, we've seen politicians, former politicians, right? Matt Gaetz, George Santos jump on Cameo. But when Representative Lauren Boebert did it, it raised some questions ethically. And it was like, wait a minute, is she actually allowed to profit off of this platform as a sitting congresswoman? That is kind of the conundrum that she's in right now, and that a lot of people are kind of asking these questions. Now, the congresswoman briefly popped up on the platform before the page went offline amid questions about whether it could have violated House ethics rules. Cameo is a website, by the way, where celebs can sell personalized videos to fans for money. Now, that is where former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz ended up just days after withdrawing his bid to be Attorney General in the incoming Trump administration. But he's no longer serving. Boebert appears to have been the first sitting member of Congress to attempt to join Cameo. Here's a portion of the video that she posted before her account was taken down.
Hey Cameo, it's your girl from Colorado, Lauren Boebert. I am so excited to be joining another platform where I can connect directly with supporters from all over the world.
Now, a Cameo spokesperson did confirm to News Nation that it was a valid account linked to Boebert and was recently deactivated. Didn't have any more details on why it was deactivated. And Nick, we've seen many political figures join, more Republicans, I will say, than Democrats on the platform. There are certain rules with the code of conduct with the House Ethics Committee. We'll see. We've reached out to see if she has violated any rules. We haven't heard back from anyone on the committee yet, Nick.
Hey, Ryan, thank you so much. We'll keep an eye on that.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to
Well, at least we're not covering bad news on Lauren Boebert. For a while, it was back-to-back bad news. Getting fondled while watching Beetlejuice, or what? I think that is what she was watching, Beetlejuice. Then they were having marital problems at restaurants. I think she had to put a restraining order on her husband, and the police were called while they were eating food, and it's just not good. And so now, this isn't that bad. Little Cameo. I wonder how much it costs to get a Cameo from Lauren Boebert. I've never been on Cameo before. I've never had anyone request that I join Cameo either, so I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. God only knows what you hooligans would be having me say, though. Probably terrible things, but that's okay. That's okay. Next up, we got Rudy Giuliani speaks after courtroom outburst in New York. Rudy Giuliani is not having a good time with those courts. They've had him give away a 1980s Mercedes, I think it was, and then 4 Super Bowl rings or something else, and they're trying to get him to liquidate his assets and all kinds of stuff because of the 2 election workers that sued him because he was saying that they helped rig 2020. Now, the court found that that was not true in their liberal perception of things, and so now they're just going after Rudy Giuliani. They're going to take his gold teeth and everything. I don't know. It's not good. He speaks out after this courtroom outburst. Now, there's no way to get the outburst, I guess, because there was no cameras in the courtroom. So there's just a bunch of videos out there kind of describing what happened. So we just skipped all that nonsense. And we got Rudy Giuliani speaking out after being in the courtroom. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Lauren Boebert. And I still wonder how much it is to get a cameo from her. Snooks. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We'll see. Snooks, please model your apron and just your briefs. Women will buy them for their men. Well, we'll see. I got to order one. I'm not even sure how much they are, but I should order one. I should. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you. Zero, why would being in a cameo be against the rules? It's just another platform to communicate with people. Well, she'd be making money off of it, so I don't know if that matters. But I don't know what else they're really worried about. It's not like she'd be saying things she ain't supposed to say. It's up to her to read the script and all of that. So I don't know. I just assumed it was side money. But if you look at all the insider trading that happens on Capitol Hill, you wouldn't think they'd be that worried about it. What's up, Annette? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Whistler's wife? Happy freedom. Whistler's wife. Whistler made good money on Cameo before the plague. Mostly happy birthday videos purchased for folks. $65 each. That's pretty good, Whistler's wife. Yeah, I've never been on there before, but I always see videos of celebrities doing happy birthdays and things like that. What's up, 69 and Drummer? Happy freedom. Ghostly. I'd have made her say, I'm a dirty girl. $5 well spent. I wonder how much it is. I wonder. Edward spent pretty good money to get Chris Hansen to make a video for us. I'm not sure how much he spent, but I know it wasn't cheap. What's up, Paul? Happy freedom. What's up, Seppa? Puffin Stuff Matt Gaetz is doing cameos for $525. He'd have to tell me a joke or something for that price. That's too much. That's too much. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. I imagine everyone's doing their cooking and stuff today and getting ready, running errands and whatnot. I just got to crack a can of Fancy Feast, so, I ain't got too much preparation to worry about. What's up, Irish? Happy freedom. Irish, I didn't know they gave Super Bowl rings to mayors. I'm not sure how he obtained them. I don't know if he bought them or how he got them, but I know that they're worth money and they're forcing him to give them up. Syrup, are you working on getting banned? That's what it looks like. What's up, Michigan Patriot? Happy freedom. What's up, Hooligans Island? Tony Rich, appreciate you joining me on X. Oh my goodness, Hair Juicer. All ready for Thanksgiving. I can hear the howling. I can hear it. You can see it in the dog's eyes. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. You guys in the hooligan badges, you were cracking me up. We're going to get into this next video here. This is Rudy Giuliani speaking out after courtroom outburst in New York. It's pretty much saying it's not fair what they're doing to him. And he says it ain't just him. They went after Bannon and everybody else. So it's Rudy Giuliani speaking out, and he's mad. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Well, it turned out exactly as I expected. He ruled against us on everything. Also, the trial he set down for the period of time during President Trump's inauguration, he really doesn't need to have it because he's going to rule against me. If you were sitting in that courtroom and couldn't figure it out, you're stupid.
Man, the Uber's here, man. The Uber's here. Uber's here.
You were asked if you regretted
If you could identify who you're from and then
I
answer
do not
questions.
regret it for a minute. I regret the persecution that I've been put to. This is a pure application of the persecution of Trump, me, Bannon, Navarro, Professor Eastman, on and on and on. 100 people. The reality is, I have no cash. It's all tied up. So right now, if I wanted to call a taxi cab, I can't do it. I don't have a credit card. I don't have a checking account.
Gotta go.
Thank you.
Gotta go.
Thank you, guys.
Let me get in front.
So why are you guys?
So Rudy Giuliani's not having a good time. They've been pretty much going after him since 2020. They're trying to take everything he's got. Taking everything from him. Now, I don't know if he's not liquidating assets because he's trying to prevent them from actually getting these items. I think he has a better chance of fighting to keep them while they're assets versus having cash. If he had actual cash, he would just have to hand it over. So I'm not sure why he's not liquidating these assets, but either way, he's in the middle of the mess right now. His ass is in the fire. We'll see if something changes when President Trump takes office. Maybe there's something he can do to try and help Rudy Giuliani, because Rudy Giuliani's eating shit right now, and I don't think he deserves it. It's just my opinion. Next up, we got Virginia man living in a tent since Helene gets a new home, saying, "I'm speechless, so very blessed." It's good news coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about what they're doing to Rudy Giuliani. Hair juicer, they're mooing at me to get me out of bed. Yeah, hair juicer. That's how Klaus was today. I woke up, cat breath right in my face. He was not having it. He'll probably join us in a little bit. He's being spunky today. What's up, Livid Review? Happy Freedom. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy Freedom to you. They can have the ball game rings, but not the secret decoder ring. Is that the stipulation, Salty Ragu? Rudy can get the Super Bowl rings, just not the decoder rings to get in the locker rooms. I see. Breeze by you, they're fucking with Rudy so bad. They don't treat criminal invaders who rape and kill that bad. That's true. That's true. You don't see accountability coming down unless it's somebody related to MAGA. And I'm not sure it's accountability to what we're seeing. It looks like lawfare. Breeze by you, Moose is your new boyfriend. Good choice. Good choice. He's a good dog. What's up, Appeal to Heaven? Happy Freedom to you. 69 Drummer, when will the citizens have had enough against this corruption? I don't know. I don't know that they will, because people are on different sides of things, and it all depends on which source of news they read, because everything gets spun in one way or another. You're either a victim or you're a person that can take care of themselves, and that really deviates the path from there. Ghostly, Trump better end this law warfare. Yeah, Ghostly. Turbo, shit's disgraceful. I agree. What's really crazy is he's accusing them of something that they did on camera. And then the judge is like, nah, we're going to throw Rudy Giuliani under the bus. Yeah, they rigged 2020, but we're just going to take it out on Rudy Giuliani. Like, oh, okay. Whistler's wife, I hate what they're doing to Rudy. Yeah, I agree. Too old to care. It was 27 degrees this morning. That is cold. It's cold here as well. I could tell just because it's cold in the house. Haven't been outside yet. I think we're supposed to have 30s, a high of 30s for like the next 2 weeks. Hey, thank you for being here, 69 Drummer. I hope you have a good day and be safe out there. What's up, Scott? Happy Freedom to you. Hooligans Island, the steel will be exposed when the Orange Eagle gets back into office. I'm hoping so. We'll see. How many days we got left? 53 or something like that. Let's pull out the countdown. Bam. 53 days, 9 hours, 18 minutes, and 20 seconds until Inauguration Day. Just got to keep moving forward. What's up, Gobbler? Happy Freedom? Scott Snow is coming. Yeah, I know. Not excited for it. Not at all. Sage Pup, yes, Rudy showed the world how they cheated. Absolutely. They're on camera doing it. He's like, they're running the ballots over and over again. There's footage. They play the footage. You see them taking it out of the bottom, putting it at the top, running it back through, taking it out of the bottom, putting it back into the top, running it through. Judge is like, nah, let's take everything away from Rudy Giuliani. Just what? What kind of shit is that? Hopefully there's some redemption out of this. Next up, Virginia man living in a tent since Helene gets a new home, saying, I'm speechless, so very blessed. Now this is a good video, but I wish they wouldn't have used it as such a publicity stunt. Now I kind of think they did because FEMA hasn't been helping anyone, so they wanted to really capitalize on this person getting help. It's a good thing, but I feel like the news is kind of taking advantage of it. Either way, let's get into this, but first, hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble.
It has been 2 months, Sandra, to the day that Hurricane Helene wiped out homes and devastated communities. And as Thanksgiving approaches, more than 1,000 survivors are still in temporary housing, with temperatures expected to be in the 30s this weekend. Eric Trevette has been living in a tent in Damascus, Virginia, but that's about to change. We'll get to that in just a second. But Eric, tell me, how is your Thanksgiving looking as so many people across the country prepare to travel and get together with friends and family to celebrate?
Well, as of today, mine looks a whole lot brighter.
It looks a lot brighter because we should say that we see the destroyed remains of your mother's home back there behind you, as well as a camper that you had on the property.
Yeah.
The bridge in front of your home was wiped out. But today you got from an organization that we know well, Wine to Water, you got a tiny home made by the Amish. What does that look like?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's looking great. You know, I haven't got to see inside of it yet, actually. That's still something that I've yet to see, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Like I said, I've been living in a tent since the hurricane came through, Hurricane Helene and the flood. This end of the neighborhood completely got wiped out. We've still got to have my mother's house tore down. It's just been a mess. So, you know, this is going to be a big break, and it's taking a lot of stress off of me.
Well, that's great. You know, I saw pictures that you sent to us and some video that you sent to us this morning. The bridge that connected your house to the other parts of the neighborhood is still wiped out and sitting up there on the side of the river. I mean, you take a look at that, it looks like exactly the same as it did on the 26th of September. So I think it's over your right shoulder is your new house that you're getting. Why don't you take us for a look?
Yes, sir.
So this is what? It's 24 feet long, I think. It's kind of like a big shed, but it's insulated. It's got some heat and everything inside it. Oh, look at that. You get the keys. Well, this has got to be a big moment for you after living in a tent for the last 2 months.
Absolutely.
All right, Eric, take us inside.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless right now. My family had it rough, and I had it rough before the flood. And I don't know what to say right now. I'm just so very thankful and blessed.
Wow. So what do you got? You got a couple of bunk beds there over your right shoulder. My understanding is that these come furnished as well, so there's nothing that you have to do. It's basically a turnkey operation. You just go on inside and get out of the cold.
It's beyond my expectations. I mean, it's just, like I say, a blessing. You couldn't ask for anything any better. They've went way above and beyond as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, my God. They've even got a TV there for you.
I know, who would have thought, I was expecting something way more simple than this, and that's fine. That would have been perfectly fine. So again, they went way above and beyond, and I appreciate them so much because, I'm 2 states away. They were located in Boone, and it's very few and far between you find someone that is willing to help you that far away. You know, most organizations are about their immediate community, so that shows what a great organization that they have.
All right, show us the rest of it. There, we see the sleeping area. You've probably got a little kitchen there as well. I think there's running water and plumbing and a bathroom.
Yes, right here. Obviously, I got a small mini fridge, small kitchenette. This is awesome. A small bathroom with a shower. I mean,
look at that hot water. You got hot water.
More. Yes, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
So that just got delivered this morning, did it?
Yes, it did.
Wow. I mean, talk about a Thanksgiving present and a Christmas present all wrapped into one.
I mean, you know, I'm good to go for the rest of the year for sure and beyond with this, you know.
Well, obviously, though, there's still a long road home. And I guess, you know, winter's about to set in there in the southern part of Virginia, up in the mountains, and western North Carolina. So I don't know if maybe it takes until spring until you really start to rebuild. But I just want you to know, Eric, that we're so happy for you. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. And we hope that the recovery comes along whenever it might happen. But we hope that you do get back to the way that you were.
Thank you so much.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox.
Well, like I said, it's some good news. We just keep trying to stay up to date with everyone that was affected by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, I think it was. They're not getting the help they need, but that guy is. He's getting a tiny home, which is pretty badass. I've seen those homes a couple times. There's a lot of promotion for them over on TikTok. And that's good stuff. I just wish they wouldn't have, I don't know, gone about it the way they did. This guy needs a place to stay. Probably hasn't showered in a little while. He's living in a tent. They give him a home, but then they don't let him go inside until they do the interview. So he's sitting there just waiting to do this interview, cold. Just, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like they should have let him do the thing, take a shower, and then talk about it. Because then he'd be more knowledgeable about what he got. But instead, it's, imagine starving, right? Imagine being homeless, sitting outside of a restaurant. Somebody's like, hey, I want to buy you a meal. You're like, oh, thank God, I haven't eaten in days. You go in there and they set the plate down in front of you and you're like, wow, this looks fantastic. And they're like, great. And they pull out a camera and they go, don't eat yet. I need you to describe everything on the plate, pick up the bird, show me its wings and everything before you take a bite. Then we're going to record you while you take your first bite, and then we're going to make you describe what that tastes like and what that feels like to get a meal after you've needed it so long. That's basically what they just did to that guy. And I don't really like that. I'm glad that he got a house and he's out of the cold and all that, but you could tell he's not doing well, right? He's not doing great. He walked inside. He looked like he was going to cry. They're like, don't cry yet. We need to capture all of your emotions. We want you to give us a tour of a house you've never even seen before. And I don't know. It just seemed like kind of a shitty way to make content. Like it was more about content than it was him actually receiving help. Like, how did he get the house? How did he get in touch with people to even apply for the house? What about everybody else that's living in tents? Are they going to get tiny houses? How did this come about? Well, we don't know. We're just going to watch this person who's suffering experience going indoors for the first time since the hurricane happened. So I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on the video, but obviously good news for that guy who's living in a tent. He don't have to do that anymore. And hopefully we'll have some more good videos in the future for others that are in need from the hurricanes and all of that stuff. I don't know if they're going to get tiny homes or what they're going to get, but they need help too. And so hopefully we'll have some more good news coming up on all those that were affected by Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. Next up, we got Harris campaign blames bad questions for interviews. I don't know if this is snafus or what that word is. Either way, they're trying to say that the reason that Harris lost the race is because when she did interviews, they didn't give her hard questions. They gave her easy questions. So it's the interviewer's fault that Harris is a loser. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this Virginia man who just got a tiny house and no longer has to live in a tent. What are y'all doing? Breeze by you, Harris campaign is full of shit. They're all so stupid. Yeah, making up excuses. Solid Regu, that is what it looks like when I'm setting up the live. You're not wrong. Sage Pup, did FEMA help this guy? I didn't know they were helping anyone. Maybe a photo op to try and save face with the American people. I don't even think that's from FEMA. I don't think that's from FEMA at all, because FEMA, they're in trailers. They're in like heated trailers and stuff. I'm not sure how this guy got the tiny house. They have a website and all of that, so maybe he wrote them directly or something. I'm not really sure how he got it. I think it's just called tiny homes though. If you Google it, you'll find the manufacturer for these little houses. Breeze by you, why don't they have all the people who are not getting help on the news? Yeah, that's a good question, Breeze by you. I think it's because they don't want to admit that the federal government is not helping these people. They talk about it every now and then, but they don't seem to ever interview the people that are actually in need of help. It's just people who are providing help or trying to provide help, but then they get turned away by FEMA or for whatever reason. But it seems like they don't want the opinions of people that are actually living in tents, probably because it'll be too honest. And the news is fake as shit. Zero, who sent it? That's a great question. Snooks, Klaus will eat you before you ever eat him. You're right, Snooks. You are right. Salty Ragu, that's the one guy that FEMA helped. Now, I really don't think it was FEMA that helped that individual, but at least somebody's helping. Sage Pup, I've lived off-grid many times. I have all my gear ready to go camping or on an adventure. It's the way to be, Sage Pup. Ready to go. 04 Walls, what a relief. I'm happy for him. I agree. I bet that first shower is going to be amazing. Snooks, it might have been Amish who built the tiny home. They've built 100 plus so far in Western North Carolina, Jeff. No, it's a company. It wasn't just random Amish people who put together a house. It's a company called Tiny Homes. What's up, AR16? Thank you for joining us over here on the website. Zero, all the mobile homes disappeared a week ago from the factory I pass every day. Maybe they're getting them out there in North Carolina. I'm Rain, why do you gotta wait 2 months to get your kitty? Is it young? Is it really young? Appeal to Heaven, the hot water will be gone in about 20 minutes. I think it might have an inline water heater. I used to work for a guy that was all about being self-sufficient and stuff. He was buying solar panels and stuff for his house. He was putting up a wind turbine on his property and all of that. But he was having this issue with heating the hot water tank. But they came out with some inline heater. So as the water travels through the pipes, it goes through a section that's kind of like a radiator that's heated by electricity. And as the water passes through the pipe and it hits that section, it gets heated right there in the line instead of sitting in a tank that gets heated. And it's more energy efficient. And a lot of people use, I think that might be how they have RVs now, the more modern RVs. I think that's how they're getting hot water now, is they don't have hot water tanks, they have inline water heaters. Free the Gatex and tankless water heaters are the shit. Yeah, I think they're, from what I had heard, because I've never gone through the shit myself, but from what I've heard, they are more energy efficient to have an inline water heater. Zupia, they said the organization was called oh yeah, it was Water to Wine. They said it at the beginning. Thank you for reminding me. Water to Wine. Let's pull them up. So this is the organization that he got in connection with. These are the people that brought that tiny home down for him, which is good stuff. Let's see here what we can find on their website. They're from North Carolina. That's a 2-minute video. Let's take a Well, scrolling through the video, it seems to just be a heartfelt piece. It's not going to describe what their mission is or anything like that. Oh well, either way. So it seems like they do mission work. They're from, or their headquarters right here says Boone, North Carolina. Interesting. Well, hopefully they get help out to other people out in North Carolina. It's good to see these people are out here doing the thing. Samaritan's Purse keeps getting brought up with resources coming in and stuff like that too. So it's nice to see another organization here helping individuals out. Maybe they can get more tiny homes out to people in need. It's good stuff. Hair juicer, tankless are good. Government will pay you to install them. Same tax credit as solar panels. Yeah. There's actually a lot of, I don't know what they are. Government grants, tax breaks, for all kinds of stuff. You put new insulation in your house, or you put new windows in your house, you can get all kinds of tax write-offs. Breeze by you, why doesn't Tesla's have solar power, or solar panels? I think maybe they're not efficient enough for it to be worthwhile, but who knows? Seems like that would make sense. The car could charge itself while it's out on the road. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy Freedom. What's up, Trapper? Happy Freedom to you. Free the Texan, my uncle has one. It's amazing because you can set it to the desired temperature. That's awesome, Free the Texan. They should just put that stuff in houses now and get rid of the tanks. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy Freedom. Rip Curl. Also, with all the money that we waste in this country, we could build apartment complexes for all Americans who are in need that is based on income or not. Yeah, Rip Curl. Could. Who knows if it'll ever happen. We'll see with President Trump's new government. We're going to have big changes coming to us pretty soon. What's up, Mary Todd? Happy Freedom. What's up, Garlic Press? What's up, Two Ruby Shoes? Hooligans Island Klaus is MIA again. He'll probably be joining us. Like I said earlier, he's being kind of rambunctious today. Leave them sticks alone. That's right. Locked and loaded. The hurricane made North Carolina look like Africa. Yeah. It's, well, and it wasn't I don't think it was the last video we covered. We covered a video a few days ago where they were trying to clean up the mess and they can't because there's no federal workers there. There has to be federal so-and-so people, a special organization, to declare what the next move is because of sewage and stuff. There's no drinking water. It's just bad everywhere. There's no infrastructure. So they need the federal government to be there to sign off on the red tape for each step of the way, and they're not there. So now everyone's just sitting there kind of waiting for the federal government to show up so they can move forward. What's up, Guy Dub? Happy Freedom. What's up, Mr. Coffee? What's up, Bob Jones? They sell small ones for vans too. That's cool. So what do we have big old water tanks for? What's the point of that? Why have big old tank water heaters? Oh, I see, Zero. Thank you for letting me know. Sage Pub, maybe all those mobile homes got bought up quickly by liberals wanting to illegally border or migrate to Canada. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. Yeah, Sage Pub. Canada would probably take them. Oh, I see, Amarain. Well, that's exciting. We're going to get into this next video here. This is Harris's campaign blames bad questions for interview so-and-sos. It's coming up next, but first I got to read you this reminder really quick. If you hooligans would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. So like I said, in this video here, they're going to be talking about how the Harris campaign is saying that it's the interviewer's fault for these softball questions, and because of those questions, Americans didn't get to hear from the real Hyena Harris, and so it's all the interviewer's fault that she lost. She's a big fucking loser. Either way, hit the thumbs up over on Rumble and let's get this rolling.
You want to give like an interview after, give a post-mortem. You think you would go to a traditional media outlet, that way they can ask some, tough questions. Instead, the Obama crew that ran Kamala Harris' campaign went to the Obama bros, which were the speechwriters, the comms team.
Pod Save America.
Pod Save America, and this is what they had to say.
We would do an interview, and the questions were small and processy and about
dumb.
They were not informing a voter who was trying to listen to learn more or to understand. That does a disservice to voters, and being up against a narrative that we weren't doing anything or we were afraid to have interviews is complete, and also took hold a little bit, and we just gave us another thing we had to fight back for that Trump never had to worry about.
Well, I mean, look, everyone could look back. This is the time to be honest. This is the only time.
You have nothing to lose.
That mode of midterms. But when she says she blames the people for asking small questions, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I blame the friendly questions that we got from friendly journalists.
Layups.
Where 77% of all the your coverage was positive. Where something like 85% of all Trump's was negative. And you blame the questions. If you get a question.
So anyways, they go on to talk about Hyena Harris's downfall, but we already know how that all went. These people are stupid. She didn't even do interviews until the end of her campaign. So I don't even know why they're saying that. They're trying to make all this stuff up for why she lost. She lost because she wasn't what we wanted. Not at all. Nobody voted for her to even run, let alone expectations for her to win. I don't even think it would be so close if they didn't rig the damn thing. It just doesn't make any sense. They kept saying, oh, it's going to be historical, what's going on. It's a historically close race and blah, blah, blah. But then there was 20 million less votes than in 2020 and all this other stuff that doesn't make sense. It's because they rigged the deal. We don't even get a clear view of how bad she actually lost because of how they do these numbers and stuff. And now they want to come out and go, oh, well, those interviews we did, the interviewers sucked. They should have asked us better questions, and then the Americans could have seen who we really were. You guys are just a bunch of commies. That's what a bunch of lying, cheating commies. We know who you are. We don't have to see a better interview. And the interview that she chose to be on, they all sucked. She should have went to Joe Rogan. Maybe she'd have got what she wanted from that. I know we would have. We would have. It'd have been so funny to see her squirm on Joe Rogan. He'd have been eating her alive, and not in the way she likes. Next up, we got Trump border czar pick. Don't test us. Tom Homan's down in Texas right now, visiting the border, getting his plans together for how he's going to bring it back, making walls great again and whatnot. Now, before we get into this video, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Hyena Harris and what their campaign team is crying about. Here, Juicer got Moose on New Year's Eve 8 years ago. He was 6 weeks old. That's awesome, Here, Juicer. Snug, she lost because she's stupid. Effing lying piece of shit. Yeah, for real. That is what happened. She is stupid. They were trying to trick Americans into voting for her. That's literally what they were doing. They were going on stage, bringing celebrities out, bringing out their killing baby van, so you can go and kill babies before you get into the DNC and all of that. And they just spent so much time, money, and gimmicks to try and trick Americans to vote for her when she wasn't even voted to run in the primary and all of that. So it didn't work. And now they're bitching. You guys didn't fall for our tricks, just like legacy media. They're out there, they're like, Americans don't want to watch the news anymore. They're getting their news from social media like a bunch of idiots. Yeah, call us a bunch of idiots. That's how you get us on board with the bullshit you got going on. You know? And that's what they're doing. Her campaign is mad that they didn't trick us. Legacy media is mad because we're not believing their lies anymore. And they're all bent out of shape about it. And they can eat shit for Thanksgiving. Breezed by you, they think Americans are stupid. We are not as the last election showed. At least not most of us. Yeah, breezed by you. Well, Americans are tired of being manipulated. We got hate fucked with all the COVID shit. they were hate banging us. You know, with all the stupid mandates and bullshit. People lost their lives. People lost their careers. Not necessarily from the plague, but how they treated us. And then after that, they want to run us through this fake administration. And then all the bullshit they're pulling. Open borders, dudes and women's sports, and so on and so forth. People are done with it. Totally done with it. Salty Ragu, the questions were small. The answers were big. That's what she said. Breezed by you, what a bunch of crybabies they are. I don't know why they can't just blame themselves. They should. They should blame themselves and stop blaming other people. Salty Ragu, you got your resume ready for MSNBC? Elon is gonna want it. Yeah, Salty Ragu, it'll be all good. It'll be all good. Elon knows where to find me. What's up, High Toe? Happy freedom to you. And happy early Thanksgiving. Nah, we're not calling it Turkey Day. It's Thanksgiving. We're going to say Merry Christmas around here, too. We've been saying Merry Christmas, but we're going to say it with our chests this year. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. Foolers got fooled. Yep. Well, you know, liars, that's all they got, is lying. And when you don't believe the lies anymore, they're powerless. High-toe states weren't counting in 2020 at this point. They were done, and Trump was trying to get recounts or going through the courts to see what could be done. Why so long this time? Because they're lying, cheating, stealing bastards. What's up, Enter User? Happy freedom. Mike T, I guess it's all our... It's all our fault as usual. Yeah, Mike T. That's exactly what I think when I hear that stuff. Oh, it's our fault. It's our fault that we didn't vote for the liar. It's our fault that we don't watch news on TV while they lie to us. It's all our fault. What's up, Trump girl? Happy freedom. Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing is I'm sparing you guys a 9-minute speech that Hyena Harris put out. I could have added it on the schedule. Technically, it's the news. And she's out there, you know, crying about what's going on. She sounds drunk as shit. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. I got about 2 minutes into it, and I was like, I can't. And I sure as hell ain't watching it twice. I'm not watching it twice. So I didn't put it on here, but if you want to see Hyena Harris looking drunk and ugly like usual, you'll have to go see it on X, because I'm not playing that 9 minutes of bullshit. What's up, Heel? Happy freedom. Irish, she couldn't have given a good answer to a question she knew months ahead of in time. Yeah, Irish, and they manipulated the whole thing, and then they want to turn around and cry like they don't know why they lost. I will show you guys really quick something I did notice. I'm glad that wasn't on the screen. Holy, just straight butt cheeks. Anyways, you gotta be careful when you go on X. You never know what you're gonna see. Now, I'm not going to make you listen to this person, right? You see what's going on here. You can see. But what I want you to pay attention to, look at those earrings. Look at those earrings. First time she changed her earrings since the whole deal. She campaigned with those earrings that everyone was questioning. Are they the Bluetooth special and all of that, right? It had the 2 hoops with the like pearl or whatever in the middle. And I kept bringing up, if she's a millionaire or how much ever money she's got, and she's so stylish, why the fuck is she wearing the same earrings every day? That doesn't make any sense, especially being a woman. They like to change shit every 3 hours. And now that she lost the race, she's got different earrings in. All of a sudden. Like, okay. No, I just noticed that again. I'm gonna save you guys that 9 minutes and 49 seconds of what the fuck. But it's there. It's there if you want it. I'm just not gonna watch it. I'm not with it. I've seen enough hyena hairs. What's up, Susan? Happy freedom to you. Thank you so much, Susan, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 7 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Susan. Thank you. Garlic Press, the aliens from planet Drunkoid, for telling her what to say. Yeah, see, and I'm surprised she didn't come out and say that. If she wants to blame people for her losing the campaign, she should have blamed the people who were talking into her earrings. It's their fault for not giving her more swifty things to say, you know. Status quo. Definitely clear the air with the goat. Harris fouls the atmosphere. Gotta cleanse the palate. Just looking at that ball sack with teeth. Just gets my hair standing up on end. What's up, Donald? Happy freedom to you. Oh, man, I just closed the damn YouTube chat. I hate when I do that shit. Hold on a second. Let me find my way back. This is when being shadow banned sucks the most. Because then I gotta type my whole name in and everything. They're like, Jeff, never heard of him. Jeff Mack? No, I don't know who that is. Like, come on, man. You know who the hell I is. Stupid YouTube. Heel, instead of criticizing the earrings, just criticize what she says and does. It's more than enough. Look, I don't come to your corner and tell you how to suck the dick, okay? Don't come to my job. Tell me how to do it, bud. Anyways. Mike T's seen better heads on a mug of beer. She's rough. She's rough. What did somebody say? Taking shots in the throat or something. Somebody said something yesterday, and it's just, that's what happened to her. That's what happened. Breeze by you. Doug was making out with Jill Handler. I hate thinking about that. The nasty stuff they do on Capitol Hill. They all be touching each other behind closed doors. You seen what was happening in that Senate meeting room. Old boy was getting his back blown out. It's not good. It's not. It feels like Saturday around here. It's not. Salty Ragu, is that actually your tattoo? It's kind of badass. You know, I'm just saying. Hair juicer. They're having blueberry greenies for breakfast. For a breakfast treat. Makes the house smell good. What is a blueberry greenie? I don't know what you're going to say in response. I'm questioning. I'm like, what could it be? What could it be? Garlic Press. They kept showing photos of her from the 80s. She looked rough. Or she looks rough now. Yeah, a lot of people were bringing up them old photos, and they were like, oh man, wish she still looked like that. And it's like, that's how she got to where she is. Hooligans Island is probably a dog chew. You just never know with hair juicer. What's up, Tara? Happy freedom. Oh, I see, Salty Ragu. Well, you did a good job. Looks fantastic. Actually, Salty Ragu, you got to send me a little bit of a portfolio or something. The snow ain't here yet. I still got time to drive down there and get tatted up. All right, hooligans. We're going to get on this next video. This is going to be about Tom Homan. He gave a speech on the border. We're going to play the whole speech. It's a little over 6 minutes long. Let me get this pulled up really quick. Yesterday we covered that he was going to be going to the border, and I was telling you guys if we could get a video, we're going to play it. Because we need Tom Homan to do what he does, get that border cleaned up and secure. This is titled Trump Borders Our Pick. Don't test us. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Thanks, Governor. Look, you guys know me. For the last 4 years, I wake up every morning pissed off about what this administration did to the most secure border in my lifetime. Let me be clear. I've worked for 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. Every president I worked for took steps to secure the border because they understood you can't have strong national security if you don't have border security. We need to know who's coming in, what's coming in, where it's coming in, why it's coming, all those questions, right? No one did better than President Trump. President Trump's one badass president to secure this border at a level we've never seen before. Illegal immigration was down to a 45-year low. Illegal immigration was down between 83 and 90%. Unprecedented success. Joe Biden's the first president in the history of this nation who came into office and unsecured the border on purpose. This isn't mismanagement. This isn't incompetence. This is by design. So the first morning I woke up with a smile on my face was the day after the election when President Trump won. Because he's going to come back. He's going to finish the job he started. First of all, he sends his well wishes here and happy Thanksgiving to President Trump. Also, we got a secretary coming in, Secretary Kristi Noem, the governor. I've met with her numerous times. She's the right person at the right time for the right job. She gets it. She has a lot of great ideas of her own. So I'm looking forward to Kristi getting through the confirmation process and coming to work with us. I think she's doing a fabulous job. Today is the first day I've been at Shelby Park. I'm here. Governor Abbott has done an amazing job. Illegal immigration in Texas is down 86%. 86%. Think about that. This is a model we can take across the country. We're going to help Governor Abbott finish the job he started, but this is a model we can take across the country. Unprecedented success in Texas. It's a shame the taxpayers of Texas have to spend billions of dollars to do the job that this administration failed to do, didn't want to do. And because of that, what everybody in this room today, you got to understand, you're a national hero and you're saving this nation. Let me explain why. It's just not about illegal immigration anymore. When this administration calls the crisis the biggest they cause, it overwhelms the Border Patrol. And because the Border Patrol is so overwhelmed taking care of this humanitarian crisis, many of them are pulled off the line. And what happens then? 600% increase in sex trafficking. Fentanyl coming across the border to kill 250,000 Americans. Record number of people on terrorist watch lists crossing the border. Over 2 million known gotaways. How many of them come from a country sponsoring terror? How many of them were carrying fentanyl? How many of them are sex trafficking women and children? How many of them are gang members? So it's more than just illegal immigration. I don't care what your opinion is on illegal immigration. When you cause a crisis this big, all these terrible things happen. Cartels are making more money today than ever did. They're making a record amount of money smuggling aliens, record amount of money trafficking in women and children, and a record amount of money moving the dope. I'm happy that we finally got a president. President Trump's going to come in January. Like the governor says, we're not waiting until January. We're already talking. We're already planning. We're going to put a plan in place and secure this nation at the highest level it's ever seen. We're going to finish Trump's work. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. What people don't understand is that what you've done in Texas, for every ounce of fentanyl your trooper sees, are less overdose deaths. For every person you arrest for trespassing and put them through a fingerprinting process, that's one less gotaway. At least we know who these people are. What you've done is not only protect the state of Texas and the citizens of Texas, you are protecting this nation. It's a shame we have other governors and other mayors who are right out of the gate. I said they're going to push back on President Trump and what we're trying to do, especially for interior enforcement. Let me be clear. There is going to be a mass deportation because we just finished a mass illegal immigration crisis on the border, where anybody can look at 9 out of 10 people who claim asylum at the border will end up with an order removal. So you can't ask for the right to claim asylum, the right to see a judge, the right to due process, and we give you that due process, and at the end of that due process, a federal judge orders you removed, we have to remove them. Because if we don't, shut down the immigration court. Those orders don't mean anything anymore. Take you guys off the border because there's no consequences. So you can't demand due process and the right to claim asylum and not obey the court order. That is why there needs to be a mass deportation. We have a mass number of people, millions of people who will get a final order and be order removed. If we don't do it, what is the option? Let them stay? Because if you let them stay, you'll never fix the border. There'll be companies, you're going to send a message to the rest of the world. Enter the country legally, which is a crime. Ignore court order. You never have to go home. We're telling the whole world it's okay to enter this country illegally. You never got to go home. We're a nation of laws, and we're going to enforce the laws. The men and women of the ICE, they're going to have a tough job ahead of them. And I'm sending a message for the people that said they're going to get in our way. They're going to stop us from doing what we're doing on an interior enforcement operation. I've said it 100 times in the last week. Don't cross that line. It is a felony to knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. Don't test us. The nation wants a safe country. We've had enough crime in this country, illegal alien crime. It's time to end it and stop it. President Trump's committed to it. He's committed to securing this border. He's committed to having this mass deportation operation and concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. For any mayor or governor who's going to push back on removing public safety threats from your community, that is your number one responsibility. You ought to be teaming up with us. We have created the biggest national security vulnerability in this nation on the southern border. Because like I said, 2 million known gotaways, we don't know how many unknown gotaways, already a record number of people on terrorist watch lists. If you don't think a single one of the 2 million came from a country sponsoring terror and didn't come to do us harm, then you're an idiot. Everybody ought to be on the same page. Republican, Democrat, Independent. This is a huge national security vulnerability, and everybody ought to be concerned with it. So thank you for your service. Thank you for all the work you're doing. I am impressed with what I've seen today. Governor, hats off to you. The outgoing Mr. McGraw, the famous Mr. McGraw, who he's been a mentor of mine. This guy's done more for DPS than anybody that's ever worked for DPS, in my opinion. He took you guys to the 21st century. Texas DPS is probably the finest law enforcement agency in this nation. So thank you for the DPS. Thank you for Mr. McGraw. Thank you for the governor. Game on. Time to get this done. Game on.
Tom Homan. He's not playing around. I like that he keeps that same energy. Every time we put him on, he doesn't waver. He is very much to the plan there. He's in the ready. Just waiting for that to kick off. What is it, 53 days? I know I just looked it up. Why does my brain not retain anything? I think it's 53 days. Yep, 53 days. Tom Homan's going to get to work. Excited to see it happen. He's sitting there talking to Border Patrol. That's who he was talking to, is Border Patrol, as well as probably reporters and whatnot. He's letting them know. He's like, don't worry about what they're saying on the news, because we're going to get the bad guys and we're throwing them up out of here regardless of what anybody else says. And then he was like, you're either with us or you're stupid. That's basically what he said, because he was saying the governors and mayors and all those people saying that they're going to stand against mass deportation. Well, they're deporting them because of public safety. So if you're a governor or a mayor and you're not interested in public safety, then you're stupid. That's just tell it like it is, Tom Homan. I'm just saying. He is the guy for the job. Can't wait for him to get started. Next up, we got Trump team floats opening up White House press room. Talking about letting live streamers and whatnot go into the press pool and be there for the press briefings. Sounds very interesting. Now they bring up Joe Rogan and stuff like that. That would be very interesting. But I was thinking Salty Cracker. Imagine Salty Cracker sitting there, his hand in the air, ready to ask questions and whatnot. That would be entertaining. Now, before we get into that, we're going to read through the chat really quick and see what you hooligans think about Tom Homan and his speech he just gave to the Border Patrol. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom. The toxic masculinity sounds amazing. I agree, Jay Spray. Looking forward to it. Breeze by you, Tom Homan is a hard worker like Trump. I agree. Like I said, he's at the ready. He is at the ready. Just cut him loose. Let him do his job. He's eager to do it. Zero, yeah. Game on. I love it. Breeze by you. You want the hooligan infinity symbol tatted? I was thinking about that as well. It's pretty badass. Zero, could you imagine Homan as your dad? I'd never get in trouble. Yeah, he's a hard ass. Definitely wouldn't want to piss him off. Breeze by you, Homan is pissed off and I'm here for it. Can't wait. They're not even going to call it Inauguration Day. They're going to call it Opening Day. It's Opening Day. If you're a border crosser, you better just skedaddle up out of here. Otherwise, Tom Homan's going to get you. Hair juicer, I hate going to Chicago. Well, isn't it exhilarating? You may not make it back alive. I shouldn't say that. You be safe out there, hair juicer. That's what I think every time I go to Chicago. I was like, well, let's see how this goes. I've been to Chicago like 20 times. Chicago's only like 2 hours from Niles or something like that. So when I lived in Niles, we used to go to Chicago all the time. Haito. Could that also mean people, the destiny being in? What are you saying, Haito? Air 16, I just spit out my coffee. Well, my bad. My bad, Air 16. MU, we'd vote for you. Go, Jeff. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Ghostly, Jeff Mack goes to the White House. I would if I could be a part of the press briefing. I wouldn't be there every day doing it, but I would definitely go at least once just to have us a day. I'd have to ask a real question, though, because we'd have, what's her name? Caroline Leavitt. Caroline Leavitt's the press secretary, so I'd have to have a real question. Now, if it was KJP, I'd just have to say something smart and get her all riled up. I'm good at that. Tree Herder, I want to see him cuff and stuff someone. It's coming up. It's coming up. What's up, Rappy? Happy Freedom. To all the care, bring down the hammer. That's right. Yeah, I appreciate you, Metal Mouth. MC, happy freedom to you. She's even more cringe when she's drunk. I agree. That 9-minute video I spared you guys of Hyena Harris, it is so bad. She does that whining sound when she talks. She's just like, I can't stand it. Cannot stand hearing her whiny voice. Especially when she's talking that shit. She's like, it's everyone else's fault that I lost. No, you just suck. And you lie and you cheat and you steal. That's why you lost. Because you're a loser. Loser's going to lose. Oh, man, that's what we should be posting underneath Harris's post on X. Every time she speaks, just loser's going to lose. Just let her have it. She can enjoy all of that. Metal Mouth, you'd fit right in there in the White House press briefing room. I don't think so. I think I'd sit down and there'd be an empty chair on the left and an empty chair on the right, and then reporters all eyeballing me. That's how it is everywhere I go. You should see me at Walmart. I go into the grocery aisle and everyone just leaves. They just get out of the aisle. And I don't know why. My presence is intense. That's what I hear. That my presence is intense. And it's fine. I don't want dusty-ass liars sitting next to me in the White House press briefing room anyways. You know, I'm just saying. Betsy, she's a whiny drunk. She is. She is. Haito, would they just let any online commentator streamer into the press room, or would there be some requirement or a process prior to security? You'd have to get a press. It's not called a press pass at the White House. It's called a correspondent pass, I think it's called. You have to be approved to go into the press room. You know, it's the White House, so they're not going to let just anybody in. You'd have to be approved, but I don't think I've done anything bad enough to where they wouldn't let me in. All my crimes committed are all old and whatnot, and beyond statute of limitations and all of that, so I don't think there would be any reason why they wouldn't let me in that I could think of. What are you saying here, Juicer? I'd rather see you in a suit dressing down KJP on TV. Could you imagine if I was in a suit in the White House press briefing room, just getting ready to ruffle some feathers with KJP? That would be something. I'd have to have the chat open on my phone while we do it. That way I could read through the comments. Well, the hooligans say, and she'd be like, next. No, we're done. We're done here. I'm like, well, hold on. She's like, we're done. That's how it would be. It'd be good stuff. Bring the scream and go. Could you imagine that? She just cuts me off, goes to the next person. You just hear the goat scream from the corner of the room. That'd be my only time. They'd kick me out after that. They'd be like, you're done. You're done. Here, Juicer, I recommend camping sex. It's fucking intense. I love that, Hair Juicer. That's such a good dad joke. Ghostly, so KJP, I hear your ex likes guys again. Have a response? She would rage quit after that. She'd be done. Show up at the very last press briefing with KJP. Mm-hmm. Zupia, the hooligans say prostitute. Mm-hmm. She doesn't even know. She's going to find out if she's no longer press secretary. She'll be watching the White House press briefings with Caroline Leavitt. Everyone in the chat's like, much better than KJP. KJP sitting there crying with a cucumber inside of her. Anyways. Bobby, you got to grease some palms? Probably. You probably just can't be anybody walking up in the White House. They're like, did you bring a child to sniff? I'm like, what? I thought the Biden administration was on their way out. And they're like, oh, sorry. Irish, we need more people like him in politics and the world in general. Old time, badass, and ass kicker. That's right, Irish. We need more honest people. Honest, hardworking individuals. CD, can you imagine if Salty heard BS in the White House briefing? He would be yelling, "Ree!" He would, CD. It would be hilarious. It would. It'd be weird. Salty Cracker, me, and Crowder all sitting there front row, White House press briefing, talking shit, reading our chats, reading the chat out loud. Nobody would miss the press briefing. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy Freedom. Diddy oil for sale. How much it going for, Cheeky Chops? How much is it going for? Donald, we can start saying Merry Christmas again. That's right. Well, we never stopped saying it over here, but the whole country's going to be saying it this year. What's up, Gonzo? Happy Freedom. And happy Thanksgiving to you. What's up, Anime Adventure? Happy Freedom. Oh, yes. We got these at the second merch store. This design isn't in the original merch store because they thought it was too spicy. So it made it over to the second merch store. Cheeky Chops, $69.99, 12 fluid ounces, some authentic Diddy oil. Mm-hmm. Can't baptize a baby with it, but you know, it's good stuff nonetheless. What's up, Wayward? Happy Freedom. Sage Pup, a cucumber. I thought she was gay. So maybe a glazed donut? Nah, she loves her donut getting glazed, you know it? Snooks, dang you, Jeff. First it was hot dogs, now I can't eat cucumbers. You can, just make sure you smell it first. It's not Saturday. I keep having to remind myself, it is not Saturday. Twitch is going to have a fit. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one here. Let me see where we are. Trump team floats opening up White House press room. Like I said, talking about letting live streamers and podcast hosts and all kinds of stuff into the press room to ask real questions. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. Actually, let me double check something. Yes, okay, so we got all kinds of stuff here. If you hooligans have children in your life, I want you to check out these books titled A Dog Named Cappy. A Dog Named Cappy comes in a rhyming book, but you can also get it in a Christmas activity and coloring book for kids that enjoy using crayons and markers and being creative. A Dog Named Cappy rhyming book is available in paperback, or you can get it on Kindle, and if you get it today, starting today, The Kindle version is now 99 cents. You can also get A Dog Named Cappy Christmas Activity and Coloring Book available on Amazon. If you hooligans do purchase these books, please leave reviews over on Amazon. And also follow them on their X page as a way to stay up to date with new books coming out, as well as helping them grow. Cappy is a real dog who lives here in Michigan with the illustrator's grandmother, and it would really mean a lot to them if you hooligans would go check out their books. Also, I want you hooligans to know that for the next few days, and today may be the last day, you can actually get a free digital copy of A Dog Named Betsy over on Kindle. So let me drop these links to you really quick. You guys go check out these awesome books. This first one here is to get A Dog Named Cappy in paperback. Like I got it on paperback. I read it to the hooligans. I think it was the last voice chat, so definitely make sure you got a membership for jeffmaclive.com. That way you can be a part of exclusive events like our book reading we did, which was a lot of fun. And it was the first time I've ever read a book out loud to an audience, so it was a good time. I will say that it was a good time. This right here, this link will take you to A Dog Named Cappy Kindle version, and like I said, starting today, it is now available for only 99 cents. This next link here will take you to the Dog Named Cappy Activity and Coloring Book that I think is good for all ages. Let me see here. This link will take you to their X page. Definitely go follow them on X. Help them grow. And find out when they got new books coming out. So definitely go show them some love on X. And then this link here. Let me see if we can get the whole link. This link will take you to A Dog Named Betsy. And this is free for the digital Kindle version. So definitely go get this while it's free, because I think today is the last day that this book is free, A Dog Named Betsy. So definitely take advantage of that while it is still free. We're going to get into this next video here. Let me see. Trump team floats opening up White House press room. Now this is a short video here. I don't know why they're making all the news ladies. Like, what is going on with her hair? I've noticed all the news women, they're getting like new hairdos that just don't look good, in my opinion. Either way, it's not about her hair. It's about the possibility of President Trump allowing other than just stiff-ass reporters in the press room. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Like Donald Trump gets ready to take the Oval, the media landscape could see a serious shakeup.
But I wonder now, as your father is assembling his team, as maybe Caroline Leavitt is looking at the new press briefing room chart, maybe it's time to reorder that chart and maybe take away some people's seats.
We had the conversation about opening up the press room to a lot of these independent journalists. Like, why should, if the New York Times has lied, they've been adverse to everything, they're functioning as the marketing arm of the Democrat Party, like, why not open it up to people who have larger viewerships, stronger followings?
Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor, and he joins us now. Joe, I could actually see this happening. I mean, why not open up the briefing room to podcast hosts and independent journalists? They mentioned Joe Rogan by name. Maybe he'll get an invite. I don't know if he'll show up, maybe once. But why not add 10 chairs into the briefing room and get more people in there?
It's quite the idea. It would be something, having Joe Rogan and whoever else show up. I could only imagine. Most of X will be there. I know that. X is always trying to stay up to date with all the news. That's what they say. It's the #1 place to get news is over on the X platform. I wonder when they will have more details about this. So we got 53 days until Inauguration Day. I wonder when our first press briefing is going to be. And I wonder if they will announce changes or if it will happen quietly. Either way, we will definitely know, because we're going to be covering these White House press briefings when we get Caroline Leavitt over there, just to see how things go and also stay up to date with what's actually happening in the country, because KJP doesn't answer any questions. So we've kind of let go of our expectations to get any real information. We just show up at the press briefing to make fun of KJP, but things are going to change here in the future. And with that being said, maybe we'll see some different faces in the press pool. Either way, let's see what we got next here. Mexico threatens retaliatory tariffs in response to President Trump. Now I'm going to have to read this whole video to you guys because it's all in Espanol, and I'm sure you guys don't speak that much Spanish, so we're going to read it in English. It's a short video. But either way, it's coming up next. First, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about the possibility of having some online faces during the press briefing. Snooks, that was not a pretty hairstyle at all. I don't know why they're doing it. We covered some videos yesterday or the day before that I noticed all the reporters were like doing weird things with their hair. Russell Levitt will be tons better than KJP and Psaki. Yeah, I agree, Russell. She's going to actually provide answers. She's going to do the job the way it's supposed to be done. Jim Balsacki was just a bitch. I mean, that's, hey, that's what she is. She's acting like a bitch. Every time she came out, she's just bitching at everybody. And KJP, she doesn't answer questions. She just recluses. She just sits there with her little claws out, refusing to answer questions and redirecting reporters to different departments of the White House and whatnot. Which, do those people ever get answers? That's what I really wonder. She's like, oh, you'll have to ask some department that doesn't do press briefings. Like, in what? In email? You got to write them a letter? Is that how that works? Breeze by you, it does feel like Saturday today. It does. It's because it's the day before Thanksgiving. Holy hair juicer. Salt Ragu, we're so going to the press room. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Snooks, her hair saying, surf's up. Something. She got a little sticky stuff in her hair. She was trying something new. Hair Juicer, the last voice chat was so funny. I was there for the beginning of it. Russell, okay, I'm home. Let the festivities begin. Glad you made it home safe, Russell. Zero, you did a great job. Well, thank you, Zero. I was super nervous reading that child book to you guys. I don't know why. I knew I could read it. I knew I had a high enough reading level to be able to read the book. Still nervous, though. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. Metal Mouth, it'll be good to have a press secretary in the White House who does not toss word salad. I agree. It's going to be weird getting actual answers from the White House. High Toe, Alex Jones and Alex Stein in the press room at the same time. It would be something. They'd probably cut the cameras. Now that I think about it, if things got... Well, it depends. It depends, because it's not going to be Blue Team running the show anymore. Red Pill America. That's what... It's not going to be the press briefings. It'll just be called Red Pill America. Tree Herder, Alex Jones asking questions would be awesome. It would be. That'd be making Caroline Levitt really work. She'd have to really do some thinking to answer those questions. Call a friend, all that. '69 drummer, take out all the chairs and give them beanbag chairs. I think they should have to stand. I don't know what they got to sit for. They should have to stand. You could fit way more people in there if they were standing. Especially April. She should have to stand just cuz with her fucking mask on and stuff. She's the worst. April in the press room is the worst. I wonder if she's going to show up when the Trump administration takes over. Because she'll be asking her stupid race baiting questions and Caroline Levitt's going to give her the finger. And then throw the shoe at her. I don't know. Time will tell. Bobby, does the carpet match the drapes? I mean, probably. She thought she was styling. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom. Haito, say the Pledge of Allegiance before the press briefing starts and remain standing afterwards. That sounds good to me. I think they should do it that way. What's up, U-Town? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Plukester? Happy freedom. What's up, Social? Happy freedom. They're thinking of getting people like Rogan and others to do it through Zoom or something like that. I read on X. Yeah, well, they're just kind of speculating on how it would be done. Because right now, when they do the press briefings, every once in a while, they'll have someone call in through a Zoom call, and it always sucks. It always sucks. Either you can't tell what they're saying, or the delay is so bad in between KJP and whoever's on the screen. It's always a shitty performance to have someone call in on a Zoom call. I think it would be much better to have these people show up in person, but could be. I don't think I would like watching the press briefing if they had to just go from one person on the TV to the next. It already runs like shit. It'd be super clunky if they were doing it that way, but who knows? It's going to be a whole new press briefing, new people and everything, so maybe it'll be awesome. It's hard to say. I know it's not that great with those stiff-ass reporters they got in there right now that just ask the same questions. Most of the questions are about overseas, not even asking about things going on here. What's up, Mike Ingle? Happy freedom. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving as well. Rain, work has been slow for me today since it's the day before before the holidays. Yeah, it's like that for the news too. It is hard to find news when we get close to holidays. Yeah, Amarain, when we do the voice chat, you'll know. When you go to the general chat on the website, it'll say voice chat at the top with like a green bar. But you'll know we make a big deal about it when we do voice chat, so you'll know. Q-Train, the press that has been there all this time never had the authority to say they were the only ones allowed in there. It's kind of hilarious and sad at the same time. Yeah, Q-Train, we paid attention to it with Simon Atiba, which is Simon's an interesting individual. Simon Atiba, who is, I'm trying to think how to explain this. He does like African news or something like that because he's from Africa. He's not just because he's black. He's from Africa. And he has an African accent and all of that, and he was always trying to ask serious questions, and KJP would never call on him. And so he started getting a lot of attention because he wasn't getting called on, so he would just shout his questions across the room. And a lot of times it would cause KJP to storm out of the press briefing room or shout things back and stuff like that. But once the election started getting going and Hyena Harris took over from Old Man Walter, Simon Atiba was rooting for Harris. He wanted Harris to win. He's anti-MAGA, anti-Trump, period. And so for the last couple weeks, if not couple months, Simon Atiba's been on X talking bad about Trump and talking bad about Trump supporters and hoping that Harris won. And so it's really weird because we were kind of rooting for Simon being in the press room, being silenced, not being called on, having real questions that never get answers, to being a Harris supporter. And I don't know. What a mess. What a mess. We were rooting for Simon, but now it's, it's kind of whatever. And the last couple times that we've covered the press briefings, Simon hasn't even been there. So, I don't know. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Annette, you got a pretty mouth. Crack me up, Annette. Bobby, he got paid off. Could be. It could be. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom. Hooligans Island, did you ever have a mohawk? I when I first cut my hair, I think I cut a mohawk or something in it, but I don't know. It's difficult for me because my mom used to lie to me about stuff when I was younger. She used to tell me that all gay people drove Jeeps. They were all from Hawaii, and White Supreme Pizzas wear mohawks. And so my entire life, I thought that until I was like in my 20s. I just thought that was the truth. It was like the Adam Sandler movie where he's like, his mom says everything's the devil. That's kind of how I grew up, where I was just ignorant to shit because of being told those things. It's very hard for me to see mohawks, and even harder for me to have a mohawk, because my brain naturally associates it with being a White Supreme Pizza. I just assume you're a racist. Now, as an adult, I know that's not true, but to put a mohawk on my head makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong, so I just can't do it. I just can't. It's stupid. It's so stupid, but it's just the way that I exist at this point. Hooligans Island, that was punk rock back in the 80s. Oh, I know. I know it doesn't have anything to do with being a White Supreme Pizza. It's just stupid shit I was told as a kid. It left too much of an impression before I was corrected. What's up, MAH? Happy Freedom. I was wondering if you could tell me the name of the movie you watched the other day about the dog. Have a great Thanksgiving. About a dog. I don't remember what the movie is. I'm not sure what you're referencing. I know I was talking the other day about Secondhand Lion, and that's a really good movie, but I don't think it doesn't have anything to do with dogs. I'm not sure what movie you're referencing, MAH. What did I say about it? Bobby Waterboy, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Bobby, I have a mohawk in my pubic area. Thank you for letting us know, Bobby. Metal Mouth, too much information. We tell the truth around here, Metal Mouth. Don't you correct Bobby, okay? We're just out here telling the truth. AR-16, the last of the Mohicans. Cartman cracks me up on that. He's like, did. I love that. That's one of the best episodes of South Park. Haito, medulla oblongata. Yep. Stuck it right in her medulla oblongata. She liked it too. Q-Train, old man Walter still has his hand up. The turkey's ass. He grabbed it. He grabbed it wrong trying to smell it. Thought the turkey was little kids. Hey, it happens. You know, it happens. Here, Juicer, the poodle story? Yeah, that's probably what it was. The poodle story. Snooks, you look very handsome today. Well, thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Oh, I didn't even think about that, Astro Hammer. Yeah, a lot of the shapeshifters have mohawks right now. I don't think they actually have mohawks. I think they got frohawks because they're just shaving the sides of their head, and this mess up top is just turning into a bush. So they got kind of a frohawk thing going on. But yeah, I do see shapeshifters with more mohawks than anybody else. Annette, we're going to have beef roast, mashed potatoes and gravy, and yams and cranberries. Sounds good, Annette. Heck yeah. It's going to turn out great. Well, we're going to get in this next video here. Like I said, I'm going to have to read the whole thing to you guys. It's titled, Mexico Threatens Retaliatory Tariffs in Response to President Trump. Now, I don't think they're going to win this race. I don't know what all we import to Mexico or how much it even matters. But I just don't think she's going to win this race here. Now, I don't know exactly who this lady is, but she thinks she's really saying something with this little speech. Again, I'm going to have to read the whole damn thing, but this is what Mexico is planning. Oh, how should we play this? I guess we'll mute the beats. Beats off. You hooligans love that stuff. All right, let's get this rolling. Once again, this is Mexico threatens retaliatory tariffs in response to President Trump. Says, I want to share with you and everyone watching a letter I am sending today to President-elect Donald Trump. As a result, and according to figures from your country's Customs and Border Patrol, CBP encounters at the U.S.-Mexico border have been reduced by 75% from December 2023 to November 2024. We have always expressed Mexico's willingness to prevent the ongoing fentanyl epidemic in the United States, which is a problem of public health and consumption in your country's society. One tariff would be followed by another in response, and so on until we put at risk common businesses. Yes, in common. Muted myself. So Mexico thinks they're going to play this tit for tat game, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. I feel like the most we get from Mexico is border crossers. And for them to act like this 75% reduction at the border means anything, they're mistaken. That 75% border crossers, 75% less border crossers crossing the border is because they're being flown into the country. They're not crossing the border right now. They're going to airports and stuff like that to come into the country. So it's not that we have less of a border crosser problem than we did in 2023. It's just the fact they're not crossing right there at the border. So that's not even a good talking point or a point of leverage for them to be like, oh, well, don't put tariffs on us, blah, 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 blah. Well, we'll see. We'll see, because I don't know exactly what we import from Mexico, but I just don't think threatening President Trump with tariffs is going to matter. I just don't think it's going to. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I might be completely wrong, but I just don't think so. I don't think President Trump would have issued tariffs to them if he was worried about them doing it back to us. But we'll see. Time will tell. Next up, we got Trump picks Stanford professor who backed COVID herd immunity to lead in the NIH. Now, we need good people to be in the NIH and the CDC, because we see what happens when they get a bunch of blue team people over there, right? They turn into literal Nazis. And so good things to come for the NIH, or at least that's what I'm hearing. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Mexico threatening retaliatory tariffs on us. Amrain, oh, that's the president of Mexico? Weird, I thought the president was a dude. Did they just have an election? Amrain, I know that there's subtitles, but with the screen being so small, I never know if you guys can read it or not. Breeze by you, Mexico threatening us with this? Yeah. I think it is humorous, but I don't know exactly what we get from Mexico. Like, if we just cut off trading with Mexico, how much would that actually affect us? Amarain, Mexico has literally no legs to stand on, and the only thing they can threaten is to send over cartel thugs, which is already happening. See, that's what I was thinking too, Amarain. It just, like, what are they even threatening? Like, what are we not going to get from them that we couldn't just get from somewhere else? I think they're trying to show a brave face when really they don't have anything to work with here. Salty Ragu, we have Taco Bell. We'll be fine. That's right, Salty Ragu. Yep. Oh, Amarain, that president is newly elected. I see. I try, Amarain. I don't read the subtitles, but considering that was the entire video, I wanted to make sure that you guys understood what the video was about. Sage Pup, the 75% less is just coming in other ways. Tunnels flying, huge holes in the fence, etc. Yeah, Sage Pup. Like I said, I think they're just trying to act tough when really they don't have a leg to stand on. Well, I hope dinner turns out fantastic, Annette. Thank you for joining us. Information warlord, look up her name. It ain't Mexican. I don't even know what her name is. Zupia, I can't wait to hear Trump's response. Alex Jones said the other day that Mexico already has a higher tariff than the 25% Trump will impose on them. Always willing to help us. My ass. Yeah, Zupia. Well, if President Trump does respond in video or anything like that, we'll add it to the live. Payne, we get lots of food from Mexico. Winter veggies. Well, we'll see how it turns out. Q-Train, remember the Alamo? I mean, I don't remember it, but they don't want those rounds again. They don't want to do that. They don't want to walk that walk. Era 16, the new El Presidente. I guess. I was going to say, the last time we covered the president of Mexico, Old Man Walter was visiting Mexico, and something happened. I can't remember what it was. It might have been the classified documents case. Something had happened, and Old Man Walter was there visiting with the president of Mexico, and I want to say somebody in the crowd had asked a question about it, and they just ignored it. But there was a lot of spotlight on Old Man Walter doing something he wasn't supposed to do. I think it was the classified documents case. But like I said, the president was a boy when that happened, so I didn't realize that was the president of Mexico in that video we just covered. Mr. B knew. Oh no, the avocados might cost more. Who gives a shit? You cracked me up, Mr. B knew. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what all we import from Mexico, but it just sounds silly. Metal Mouth. It says, I'm an American and I do not comply. We made these shirts when the lockdowns were going on and stuff like that. Actually, I think it was the People's Convoy. Well, before the People's Convoy, it was the Canadian Convoy. And I think that's when we made these shirts. $22 MX ships avocados too. It's a huge business. See, I don't like avocados. I'm just not with it. I don't like the guac either. I'm not trying to piss you guys off. This is just the truth. Puffa stuff, the tequila. See, I don't drink tequila either. It is going to hurt our margaritas though, and that is going to suck, but we'll have to live with it. MU, top suppliers of plastics. Interesting. I didn't realize that we imported plastic from Mexico. Haito, anti-guac, but pro-tequila. I'm pro-margarita, so I'm not anti-tequila, but margaritas only. Childa care, that scared the shit out of me. Octopus legs hanging out the turkey? No, thank you. Russell, I need a beer. I need beer too. Give me a Blue Moon. I've been craving a Blue Moon. Cyril, avocados are good for you? I don't like it. It's got all the characteristics except for the smell of baby shit. It's baby shit. The vegetable or fruit or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the consistent. I don't like anything about avocados. They're not good. They're just not good. You guys be eating spam though, you know? Eating spam and avocados. That's not me. Bobby, slime. It is like slime. It's got a gross consistency. Sophia, officially done with work until Monday. Home with my daughter, so I am calling it a day. Have a good weekend, hooligans. That's awesome. Have a good day, Zupia. I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving as well if I don't see you tomorrow. Q-Train, margaritas made with good old moonshine. That's true, Q-Train. You know, we could do that. If you want to not remember Thanksgiving, just make your margaritas with moonshine. You'll be fine. You'll be the life of the party and won't remember it. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy Freedom. Peyton, if you don't like squishy textures, raw oysters are off your list. I don't eat anything that swims unless she's really pretty. What's up, Viola? Happy Freedom. C1, happy freedom to you. About spam, you need to try the, I don't know what that says. Maple omelet spam? Is it? I don't know. That spam stuff is like human flesh. I'll have to find the video. I made a video for you guys when I ate spam like a year ago. It scared me. It scared the shit out of me. C1, it is maple. Oh, it's maple only spam. We'll see, C1. If I see the maple only spam, maybe I'll give it another shot. Thanks so much, Stern, for continuing the membership program over on Twitch for 16 months. You're officially a hooligan. Nah, I appreciate you, Stern. Thank you. You're so awesome. What's up, Guess Who? Happy Freedom. Guess who? The UN, even the DOJ, says most of the avocado production in Mexico is owned and ran by the cartels. What do we meet with the president for? You know, like, what's the point of meeting with the Mexico president? Is that because it's too hard to get an interview with the cartels, or how does that work? What's the point of them having a president if the cartels run everything? Chef, the most common products imported from Mexico is vehicles. Did you know that Mexico produces 16 out of every 100 cars sold in the U.S., auto parts, equipment, electronics, and appliances? Yeah. When I worked in the factory where we made car parts, we had a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a sister factory that was in Mexico, and we were constantly having employees coming back and forth between here and Mexico. Salty Ginger, happy freedom to you. 60 people were killed, but the president said it was 6. Love how these politicians can rewrite facts. Well, it's Mexico. I'm surprised they even reported on it. Hooligans Island green diarrhea. Yeah, I don't like those avocados. What's up, Creek Water? Happy freedom. Come on, man. Avocados are good. Put some salt and pepper on it. It's like shit. It's like touching shit, and I don't like it. I don't like it. What's up, Blue Crow? Happy freedom. What's up, Love Tina? Happy freedom to you. What's up, everything? Happy freedom. I appreciate you reading. I'm not always able to watch the screen. I'm glad you dig it. I will keep that in mind next time we're covering videos with subtitles. It was a little bit more top of mind when we were doing the People's Convoy. We have quite a few people that listen while they drive truck and stuff like that across country. And so it was brought to my attention over and over again for a certain period of time. So I try to keep in mind that not everybody's able to watch the screen while we do the live. I'll try and remember that in the future. Snooks, do you really want me to read that out loud? I gotta ask. That is extra spicy. Amarain, exactly. The president of Mexico is just an act. Cartels control everything. Yeah, Amarain, and I mean, that's what it seems like. The cartels are such a big problem in Mexico that they run everything. So then what's the president for? Hair Juicer, my roommate's brother's father-in-law was captured by the cartels while in Mexico. Took like $100,000 to rescue him. Entirely fucked the whole family. Wow, Hair Juicer. That is super crazy. See, if the cartels captured me, nobody would lift a finger to get me back. Not at all. There's not a family member in my family that would try to get me back. I'd just be fucked. I'd have to learn my Spanish. Oh, I try, Amarain. It's got to be a good time for everyone or else it's not worth doing. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward to this next one here. This is Trump picks Stanford professor who backed COVID herd immunity to lead the NIH. My goodness. Now, this is a short video, but it sounds like good news to me. So let's get into this. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
At 11, a Stanford doctor is President-elect Trump's choice to head up the National Institutes of Health. Jay Bhattacharya is currently a professor of health policy. He gained notoriety during the pandemic for his opposition to COVID lockdowns. He'll work closely with Health and Human Services nominee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Bhattacharya put out a statement on social media saying that he was humbled by the nomination and promising reform, saying he will, quote, deploy the fruits of excellent science to make America healthy again.
All right, well, it sounds like we're going to make science great again. We'll be able to trust the science. You guys missed that. I know you do. Now, I'm not going to try and say his name. His name has half the alphabet in it. We'll just call him J. That's Professor J. And he says he's going to make being healthy great again. Him and Bobby Kennedy. I'm trying to think who else, because they just appointed somebody, I want to say, to CDC or something like that. They're going to have real facts. We're going to see people leaving the CDC and the NIH. And I also wonder, what is Fauci's wife going to do about all this? Because Fauci's wife used to be a big part of the NIH. And then Fauci was a big part of the CDC. So he'd have his wife drum up some stats, and then they'd hand it over to the CDC, and Fauci would just put it in stone and make it happen. And they didn't have to fact check anything, because it's just husband and wife passing messages back and forth while America is sitting there waiting for the new report to come out from the CDC to tell us how to live our lives. What a bunch of bullshit we had to live through. So it's nice to see that there's some change happening at the NIH as well as the CDC, and we'll see how things turn out. Next up, we have Thanksgiving travel is cranking up. Will the weather cooperate? This will be the last little bit of our news. Like I said, we were going to be ending things Thanksgiving talk, because I know a lot of you guys may be traveling and whatnot for the festivities going on. So it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Professor J and how he believed in herd immunity while everybody else was still wearing masks. Zero, it takes a lot for me to trust the science again. Yeah, Zero. At this point, it's like, whose science is it? That's how they do it, based on their political beliefs. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, 10 Man. Russell, I like Trump's pick so far. Me too. I still don't know about Dr. Janet. Dr. Janet is still a questionable person. I don't think that's who just ended up in the CDC. I want to say someone else did, but Dr. Janet's the only questionable one that's up right now. She's the one that was telling everyone to go and get jabbed up for Thanksgiving back in 2021, I think it was. Now, maybe she's changed her mind since then, and like I said before, maybe she was just promoting getting jabbed up because President Trump's the one that did it with Warp Speed, Project Warp Speed or whatever. So maybe she was just trying to promote what she thought was a good thing by President Trump, but it's hard to say. She's the only oddball that I see right now is Dr. Janet. Snooks, if you ever try Spam again, don't cube it. Slice it and fry it good. I'll try. It was not good. It was not good. Sage Pup, I didn't like avocados until after I lived in California for a while. Now it's okay. I just don't like the consistency of it. Sage Pup, avocado, sliced Spam, mayonnaise, Velveeta on Wonder Bread. You're trying to make me throw up. I don't like any part of that. I've been trying not to eat bread. I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't like Spam. I don't like avocados. And you guys are mixing all that shit together? Holy. I don't know. More for you guys. That's all I know. And her user, she's changed her mind. Well, that's good to hear. I have yet to see her actually doing anything where we can put her on the schedule to hear her talk for herself. Everyone's just pulling these old videos from 2023, 2022, 2021. I'd like to see her talk about some new stuff so we can get an actual opinion about her and stop judging her on her past. Q train with hot sauce. I mean, I like hot sauce. I don't know about the rest of that stuff, though. (22) Dr. Janet is hot on X, calling for her removal. We'll see how it goes. 69 drummer Bondi is sketchy as fuck. Why do you think Bondi is sketchy? We've covered quite a bit of Bondi lately, and she seems like a good pick. What is sketchy about her? Q-Train, if they want to make America healthy again, they'll have to make soda pop illegal. Well, that's if they do away with high fructose corn syrup. That'll be a big hit to most food. Most of our food has high fructose corn syrup in it. We'll see. We'll see how these changes go. Bobby, cow ass is very flavorful. I agree. I agree. Pumpkin science is a myth. I think you're right. Enter user, make America healthy again. That's right. Man, this 53 days can't pass fast enough. That's going to feel like real Christmas. Pumpkin, what about taco spam? I don't think they make that. I don't want it. Why you do that? Don't do that. I don't want to think about spam and tacos. That is terrible. That is no. Don't taint the tacos. And that's what she said. Holy spam tacos. No. No, thank you. Paid oysters just lay there. Well, that's all right. They don't have to be a fun date. (22) Soda was once a health drink, but it's been turned into sugary syrup with water. Yeah. I didn't realize there was water in it, but yeah. I don't drink pop unless there's liquor in it. Hunt, a lot of Trump's picks are questionable. Like who? Garlic Press, there's a new ad for spam on TV. What? They slice pieces up and put it in a flour shell and eat it like a taco. I've never thought of that myself. Guys, don't. It's like Fancy Feast in a taco. I just, no. Nope. I don't know what that means, Hunt. I don't know what a ZIO is. Tom Homan's a good pick. I don't know how you could say that. You must just be trolling. Guess who? Hulk Hogan for CDC. What's the virus going to do when the Hulk runs wild on the flu? That's right. Guess who? Hell yeah. I wish Hulk Hogan would have got picked for the cabinet. That would be hilarious. Hunt, look it up. Yeah, let me just stop what I'm doing. Let me stop reading 7 chats to Google some dumb shit that you said. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Christopher, green eggs and spam. No, you guys, I can't believe you guys be eating that shit. I wish I had the video pulled up so I could show you guys what it looked like when I tried spam. I don't think I have it on YouTube. I want to say that I was suspended. Let me check my Rumble channel and see if the spam video's on there. So I tried spam. I tried really hard. It just didn't work. It didn't work out. Is there a way to search videos here? Oh, it's not on this channel. I know I showed it to you guys. I don't remember where I posted it though. I want to say I was under suspension on YouTube when it happened, but we'll take a gander. Is there a way to search videos over here? Nope. Let me see if I can do it through the studio. The video is so funny. I should play it for Christmas. That's what I should do. I should save it. No, I don't know where the hell I posted it. I swear to God I posted it. I'll have to bring it back. I got it on my old phone. I'll post it in jeffmaclive.com today. And then maybe tomorrow for Thanksgiving I'll show you guys the spam video. Pumpkin, tap water is polluted with all kinds of nasty stuff. It is if it's from the city. Well water's not great, but it's not as bad as city water. City water is so bad you're supposed to let it sit out without a lid on it for 24 hours before you can even give it to plants. Because all the crap in it will kill your plants. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. Era 16, it started to rain. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a sunny day here. It's probably cold, though. Peyton, you didn't cook your spam right. I cooked it until it was black. I cooked the shit out of it, and I put honey on it to try and sweeten it, but it just tastes like shit. Metal Mouth, fresh made apple fritters are the shit. Oh, I bet. I bet. Q-Train, same as fish tacos. Ew. Is fish tacos a real thing? I always heard people talking about that on cartoons and stuff when I was younger. I didn't know it was a real thing. People put fish in their tacos? I only eat tacos that smell like fish. See, stop. It's not Saturday. Goodness. MU, breaking some of the cabinet picks have been threatened, including Hegseth. Isn't Hegseth being accused of something right now that isn't going anywhere? I don't think it was sexual assault. It was like, maybe they are accusing him of sexual assault. They're accusing him of paying off a woman or something. But they say there's nothing to the story. Irish. I hardly never got the name brand spam. I got the treat, but I never fried it. I put it on bread with mustard. I know that has that disgusting jelly you got to scrape off, but otherwise it's okay. I got a can of spam in my to-go bag to barter with because I'm not eating that shit. I don't care if I'm starving to death. I'm not fucking eating it. I'm going to barter with it to try and get something else. Get a peanut butter and jelly or something. I can't do the spam. C1, I didn't even cook the maple spam. I just cut slices and eat it with crackers. You hooligans are hardcore. When you say you eat your enemies, I believe you. I believe you. What's up, Mana? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, I will show you guys the spam video tomorrow. I'll make sure to post. I'll post it in Hooligans Alley later today, and then I'll show all of you guys for the Thanksgiving special that we're going to do tomorrow. Amare, now I'm hungry. Time for a matzo with butter. I don't know. Amarain, I've never had spam ever. You should try it, Amarain. It's fantastic. It is something. I don't know. I think it's something you got to try at least once. You know, you got to try it at least once. I did. It wasn't great, but that doesn't mean that it'll be the same for you. Maybe you'll like it. Snooks, it's sexual in nature with Pete. Yeah. But I keep hearing that story is just nonsense. They're just mad at Pete Hegseth. And I think that's also the guy. Is that the guy that's got the cross on his chest? It's like they're just trying as hard as they can to pull that guy down for no reason. Did they come after him while he was still a reporter for Fox? Because isn't that where he's from? They didn't care until Trump picked him. Just like they didn't care about President Trump until he decided to run to be president. When President Trump wasn't president, everybody loved him. He wanted to run for president, and all of a sudden they had all these bad things to say. Zero. Fish tacos are a real thing. Who's eating that? I've never even seen that sold anywhere. Hair juicer fish tacos are rad, but it has to be saltwater or very fresh. I just can't. I can't even imagine it. What's up, guess I'm Happy Freedom. Guess I'm just dropping in, setting up for my Antifa party. We invited them so we can beat them up. That's a good idea, guess I'm keeping that festive spirit. Love it. Hair juicer sardines and mustard sauce. From the avocados to the Spam to the sardines, you guys are rough. You guys are rough. All right, we're getting to this next video here. Like I said, this is the last of our news for the day, but we got some funny videos coming up. This video is titled, Thanksgiving Travel is Cranking Up. Will the Weather Cooperate? Doo-doo-doo. Let's get this rolling. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get it going.
In the final dash to Thanksgiving dinner, it's not the stuffing that's steering travelers through busy roads and crowded airports.
It's family. That's what makes it worth it, family being together.
AAA expects more than 5 million Americans to fly this week. Some headed out Tuesday to beat the Wednesday rush, what TSA estimates will be the busiest day to fly before Thanksgiving.
I feel like it hasn't gotten really busy yet.
I expected to see a whole bunch of lines, but I'm very pleasantly surprised.
It's estimated that today alone, TSA will screen about 2.9 million passengers at airports across the country. But the FAA is warning that a shortage of air traffic control workers could cause delays at airports in a number of places, like here in New York.
On the roads near Boston, traffic moved at a snail's pace, one person calling the commute painful.
This holiday is worse than any other.
AAA says most people will drive to their destination, with nearly 72 million Americans expected to get behind the wheel. Meanwhile, Amtrak says it's seeing an uptick in passengers who prefer to ride the rails.
You've got very spacious seats, a lot of leg room. It's just an easier way to go than sitting in highway traffic or flying.
Smooth sailing for most travelers so far, though heavy snow in Colorado has already snarled highway traffic. But there is some good news for drivers. According to AAA, the national average price for a gallon of regular is just over $3. In more than 24 states, that average drops below $3. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Now, I know they want to try and celebrate those low gas prices and whatnot, which is just humorous to us because we voted President Trump in. Those $3 gas prices, those are nothing. Those are nothing. Just wait for the future. It's going to be awesome. Now, we just covered that video, like I said, throughout this live. I know you guys have that chance you're going to be traveling for Thanksgiving festivities and whatnot, so I want you guys to be mindful while you're out and about. Those crazies that are out there, they're still threatening to poison us and stuff for supporting President Trump, on top of people just being fucking terrible drivers. So please be safe while you are traveling for your Thanksgiving festivities. Like I've been saying, we are going to be live tomorrow, even though it is Thanksgiving. We're not going to be covering news unless something really crazy happens, like someone blows an RV up in the middle of the block or something like happened on Christmas that one year. Unless something crazy like that happens, we're not going to be covering the news tomorrow. We're going to most likely be covering Thanksgiving parades, any kind of fun videos I can find. I will try to find that spam video. That's my goal for the day. So we will be covering that. Trying to think, we're going to be trying some hot sauce, which is fun. I have something else I want to try that's also going to be fun, but I don't want to spoil everything because I want you guys to show up tomorrow with your dinner plates and all of that. Definitely let me know all the good food you guys are eating and whatnot, but we will be live tomorrow and it's going to be a good time. So hopefully I see all of you guys here. Like I said, that is the last little bit of the news we had for the day. We got 2 funny videos coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat. See what you hooligans think about Thanksgiving and everything we've covered for the day. While we are doing that, I want to remind you guys really quick, we are doing a Thanksgiving special where you can get a free week on jeffmaclive.com. So let me post this link in the chat really quick. If you click this link, it will give you a free week to go check out jeffmaclive.com with all the features. There's no strings attached. It is not a trial run. It will not ask you for a payment after your week is up. It's not going to ask you for credit card information to sign up for your first free week. So definitely click that link. There's no excuses. Go check out the website. It is the best way to experience a live. We have our own private social media. We got forums. We have an arcade. We have a crazy advanced messaging system with built-in group chats and all kinds of stuff. There's nothing but good stuff over on jeffmaclive.com. So definitely take advantage of that free week, because you never know if it'll ever be back again. And if you don't, well, you'll be stuck paying $10 a month to see if you'll like it or not. So take advantage of that free week. We're going to read through, and we got funny videos coming up next. Thank you, Breeze by You. Appreciate you being here. Guess God, you better not be coming out and shit. No. If I was coming out of the closet, we'll do it in the voice chat. Just saying. Sage Pup, and this is why the DOD is spending millions of dollars to study snails in Antarctica. That's right, Sage Pup. They think they're doing good work, but we'll see if Elon and Vivek feel the same. Thank you, Too Old to Care. Appreciate you being here. Snook, so Tank Top Thursday? We'll see. Holy hair juicer, I don't know if that's a good price or a bad price. I've never done that stuff, but I hope you have fun. Guess I'm traveling to the kitchen and back. Well, either way, you got to be safe. You don't want to stub a toe on the nightstand. Trump. You gotta do that. Yep. Kick the cats out of the way. You gotta be safe. Zero Amtrak is a government subsidized failing business. I don't know much about Amtrak, but I did see there's like some Christmas train going around, and it made me remember that when I was a kid in Niles, there's like this famous train station, and I remember seeing the Santa train, and I totally forgot about it. I don't know how, until I seen videos. I think it was last night. There was a lot of people posting videos about the Santa train or the Christmas train. It's a train on the tracks covered in Christmas lights and stuff, and I was wondering if you hooligans have ever seen that before. I seen it as a child, but I totally forgot for like the last 25 years that I ever saw it. Snug, spam sucks no matter how much you do it. How you do it. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I got high hopes, though. Russell, not a sardine fan? Me either. I used to have to put sardines on pizzas when I was working at those pizza places, and I was so dramatic, and everyone hated it so much. I'd be sitting there with my gloves on. I'm trying to like pick it out of the can. I'm like gagging and stuff. And everyone's like, oh my God. I'm like, well, don't make me do it then. You don't want to see me doing the song and dance. Don't make me put the damn sardines on the pizza. And they still made me do it. And then they bitch I was so dramatic. That's why I don't work there anymore. It was the damn sardines. Sage Pup, has anyone tried fried bologna and peanut butter sandwiches when stoned? Just me? No, I've tried fried bologna, not with peanut butter on it. When I lived in South Bend and we were young, we were lucky to eat fried bologna. My mom used to tell us to have friends so we could have dinner. Have our friends invite us to dinner so we could eat, because otherwise you couldn't eat. Like, we didn't even have butter. It was like you would get yelled at for using water. Like, we were poor as shit when I was young. So fried bologna, we had lots of that. We used to cook marshmallows over the stove. We were probably poisoning ourselves and didn't know it. But man, we thought we were having a good time. Thank you so much, Cody, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate the support, Cody. Thank you so much. Says cheers and thank you, Mac. Thank you, Cody. What's up, Marsh? Happy Freedom and happy Thanksgiving to you. Pay and sardines taste like tuna. I don't like tuna either. Oh, anchovies. That's what I was thinking. Not sardines, anchovies. Thank you, Tree Herder. Either way, I don't be eating that stuff. It's not for me. More for you hooligans. MU, now I want snails and shrimp. Yum. I don't even know what to say. It's just when I think we got to the end of the list of nasty food, you guys bring that out of the pockets. Peyton, I want to take swing dance lessons. Where do they do that at? There's no dance schools where I live. You could tell. You could tell. You go to the bars, you could tell there's no dance schools where I live. Bobby, I wonder what a raccoon tastes like. Probably not good. I don't know. You guys eat a lot of weird shit, so I don't know. You might like it, but I don't think raccoons would taste good. MU, a Jeff Mack dance off. Oh, you don't want these problems? I used to dance my ass off when I was a teenager. I used to battle dance and all that. I used to be dancing. Q-Train, I quit driving in 1990. Well, ride safe then. If you ain't driving safe, ride safe. Peyton, what's the price of ass these days? Depends where you go. Depends where you go and who's selling it. Tree Herder, I used to party hard on the train. I don't think I've ever rode a train. Maybe I rode a train when I was a kid for like a field trip or something, but I've never rode on a train as an adult. And after seeing what happened with Daniel Penny, I'm not really eager to get on a train. It's reading through. Appeal to Heaven is $2.28 a gallon where you are? Where's Gville? That's cheap. That's the cheapest gas prices I've heard in years. Mr. B. New, don't eat raccoons, they have rabies. Well, what does rabies taste like? I'm just kidding. Does that mean they're spicy? What's up, Master Meatball? Happy Freedom. Mary Todd fried peanut butter, banana, and bacon Sammy's. Oh, that sounds good. Master Meatball, add toasted bread and butter, and you have a deal. It does sound good. Finally, we're getting away from the dark side. Yeah, man, anchovies. That's what I was talking about, not sardines. They're both gross. That's all I was trying to say. They're both gross. Man, you should feed sardines to your pet for a good coat. Interesting. I wonder. Klaus might eat it. Maybe. Weird. They disconnected my chat on YouTube again. I don't know why they keep doing it. They keep disconnecting and reconnecting it. Like maybe they're trying to act like I'm losing signal, but obviously I'm not, considering I'm running a live. You can see right in here. There's like a break, and it says that it's been disconnected. I think what it is, I think we're getting mass reported, and YouTube workers are coming to watch the live. I think that's what's happening. Somebody is trying to do some dumb shit. But that's okay. Fuck them. That's right. What is... Amaran, where's Klaus Daniels? Haven't seen him this whole time. I don't know. He was all rambunctious, and now I'm not hearing him. He's probably getting into shit. I'll have to check it out here, Juicer. Alright, hooligans, we're going to get into the fun stuff here. Oh, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Let's see, this first one here is titled, Don't Ask Questions You Don't Want Answers To. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. If you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to make donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's get into our funny videos of the day here. Let me see.
A man has...
Oh, I remember. This first one here is titled... Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
A man has ruined a weekend away with his girlfriend by saying what he was thinking. Our reporter Emma Bradford is at the scene.
Martin Bishop and Eleanor Shaw had stopped at a cosy country pub after a romantic walk when Miss Shaw looked up meaningfully at Bishop and asked what he was thinking at that very moment. The weekend was about to go very wrong indeed.
I was hoping he would say, maybe this would be a great place to bring the kids one day. Or even something corny but sweet, like, I have everything I'll ever need right here.
And what did you say, Martin?
I said, pigs are much bigger than you expect. Just one sentence. One of them was so big you could ride it.
More from us later.
Well, damn. That's what happens. Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. All right, we're going to get into our official funny video of the day. And I love this one so much. So much. Hold on a second here. Now, how do we make this full screen? This one's titled, Let Me Play You a Song of My People. Holy. I don't think Cat Daniels would let me play that song. Marinate him a little bit there. I don't think he'd be a good participant. But either way, couldn't let you guys miss that video there. That is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link to all of you guys in the chat. We're going to read through the chat. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we will be wrapping things up. But like I said, we will be live tomorrow for our Thanksgiving special. We'll try to be live by 1 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully I see you guys here for Thanksgiving. Let's get this Linktree link posted. Era 16. Ew, how you know where that cat's tail's been? You know where it's been. That's all right. Here's this Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. Let me see. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. Our live player is ad-free, so you will have an ad-free experience. You'll also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is a lot of fun, and all of the games adapt to your phone. That way they function as they should. You'll also have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans. So definitely go get yourself a membership today. Let me see here. What the hell? It's just, I always go to dive in the chat and then I see shit like this. And then I never know what to say. I'm telling you, the whole experience is different when you got gifts in the chat. Either way, we're reading through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and we'll be wrapping this up. Amarain, yep. Well, it depends where you are, but yeah, I think you're right. Captain Seamus, happy freedom to you. The cat is thinking, ew, where has her mouth been? That's right, Captain Seamus. Are you guys doing the voice chat tonight? Maybe I'll join you guys. I gotta find some food and stuff, but maybe I'll stop in for the voice chat. Amarain, she's playing a rare instrument, the cat pipes. That's nice. I like that a lot. Let's see, Cat Daniels, he's lucky he's not here right now. We'd have to brush off those musical skills. Breeze by You the Cat's like, what the fuck? He liked it. He liked it. Haito, that cat knows where her mouth has been. Just watching from the corner of the room. Mm-hmm. Told to Kara, happy Thanksgiving to you. Thanks, Appeal to Heaven. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Pumpkin. Appeal to Heaven, just had my first soda pop in a month. What'd you have? If I drink pop, I usually drink Dr. Pepper. Thank you, Enter User. Appreciate you being here with us. 69 and Trummer. Her kitty did not like that tongue action. That's what she said last night. Era 16, is she Haitian? They're eating the cats right on the TV. Mm-hmm. Happy Thanksgiving, Appeal to Heaven. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Leftina. Hooligans Island, no balls in the stalls. That's right. All right, Hooligans. It is that time once again. Maybe if I can get the beats to stop. Beats off. All right, Hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, did the thing. Let's get these beats on. We're going to read through the chat one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time, for our Thanksgiving special. So hopefully I see you guys right here. Everywhere we're live right now is where we will be live tomorrow. So hopefully I see you here, all of your smiling faces and whatnot. Super excited to hear how you guys' Thanksgiving is going. And I'm planning some fun stuff. So like I said, hopefully I see you here. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Russell. Happy Thanksgiving here, Juicer. Happy Thanksgiving, Breeze by You. I appreciate you, Hooligans. Happy Thanksgiving, Amarain. Thank you, Sage Pup. Appreciate you being here with us. Haito, we'll be doing a lot of Thanksgiving cooking today and tomorrow, so probably we'll be in and out. But you have fun, Haito. Enjoy some good food. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you. Bobby, I'm so glad I never saw a donkey show yet. They still do that. Some people say it's a myth. Others say it's a nightmare. Happy Thanksgiving, Pumpkin. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, AR16. What's up, Kalikaku? Happy Freedom. Happy Thanksgiving, Haito. What's up, Kaz? Happy Freedom to you. Fitzy, happy Freedom to you. Do the gobble wobble. What is that? I don't know what that is. It sounds sexy. It sounds sexy the way you say it. Appreciate you, Tony Rich. Peace and love to you. Hooligans Island, no toe food. You don't like toes? What if they're cute? Anyways. Happy Thanksgiving, Captain Seamus. Snows, Jeff cooking in an apron. Only hell yeah. Well, we'll see. An apron only. Can't show that on the live. Russell, I saw a donkey show in Amsterdam. It warped my inner child. That's scary, Russell. That's scary. Thank you, Q-Train. I appreciate you being here with us. Irish, we're your family. We're your family. See, you should join the Hooligan community. Either on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. I don't have family to spend holidays with. I spend my holidays with you hooligans. We're all a family over here, Irish. That's the thing about the communities, is you're not alone. You're not alone. You can choose to be alone if you want to. But if you join the communities, we have hooligans in the communities that have been there for years. People have become friends, and now they're good friends and have been friends for years just because of being in the community and stuff. You're not alone. You're not alone. Hooligans Island, you mind your business. You mind your business. All right, I think. Oh no, Breeze by you, the guy on a buffalo. All right, we're wrapping this up. I'm sorry that Cat Daniels didn't come to work today. I will make sure he's here tomorrow. Okay, there will be Cat Daniels, not for dinner, but he'll be here. You hooligans have a safe day today. Have a lot of fun, cooking food or otherwise. And if you travel, be safe out there. I'm trying to think. I think that's everything. I will see you tomorrow for the Thanksgiving special. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.